Okay, this may be the last video I'm able to post today, but I'm going to go ahead and draw the flange, and this is a pretty easy one. I am going to show you how to use construction lines on this, one way to use construction lines. You're going to see that construction lines will be used in your assignments this week, most especially in multi-view, but I'll show you one way you can use them to help use them as reference lines. So to get started, let's do the flange here. We're going to see, let's see what we got here. We've got the center circle has a diameter of 10 millimeters, has an outside circle that is 50 millimeters, one drawn with the center line that is 36 millimeters. So let's do this. We're in object, so I'm going to go to circle diameter. I've got my grid snap on, and I have my ortho on. So the first one will be 10. The second one will be that outside circle, and it's going to be 50 millimeters. I'm going to switch over to my center line. I'm going to do another circle that is going to be 36. Now I'm going to add my center lines to this. So I'm going to go just a little bit past the circle. I'm going to put one there. And then I'm going to put another one from here to here. Let that go. Now I'm going to turn my ortho off, and I'm going to leave my snap on for this. I'm going to type in line. And if we look at our print, I've got two lines that are 30 degrees from the center line. So what I'm going to do is draw from the center, and actually I'm going to turn the snap off. Draw from the center. I'm going to go 30 centimeters. I'm going to tab over. Let's see, it's going to be 60 degrees right there. And I'm going to do that again. So I hit spacebar, draw a line. I'm going to go 30 millimeters, 60 degrees. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my dimensions layer, and I'm going to go ahead and dimension that angle. 30 degrees, and 30 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave those there because we're going to need those dimensions a little bit later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my object line, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to turn the construction line off. I'm going to go ahead and draw the other 3 circles that I need. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go circle diameter, and looks like we have a 5 millimeter circle here, and we have 2 that are 8 millimeters right down here. Whoa. Get rid of that circle. All right. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my grid off, and I'm going to turn my, turn the construction layer on. I'm going to turn my dimension lines off, and I'm going to turn my center lines off for this as well. And then I'm going to turn my ortho back on. So what I'm going to do with my object snap, I'm going to start off making 2 construction lines. So I'll go under draw, I'll pick construction line, I'm going to come here, I found the center of my circle. I'll change that here in a second. It's in the wrong layer, but that's okay. We can take care of that. We'll go up here, get construction, and make current. Oh, there we go. Construction, make current. Construction line. There we go. Finally got it. All right, so I'm going to make another construction line through the center. That'll be 90 degrees off of that one. All right, now let's look at our print. I'm going to offset this construction line down 10 millimeters, and then I'm going to do another one at 10, and then I'm going to come to the center, and I'm going to offset it both directions at 2.5. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in offset. I want to offset through. I'm going to pick this and go down 10 millimeters. I'm going to go down 10 more millimeters. I'm going to pick this center line. I'm going to go over 2.5. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go this direction at 2.5. Now, if you notice, what I've done is I've made something that I can just trace out for this keyway right here. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to find my object lines, and I'm going to type in the line command, and I'm just going to trace that out. All right, escape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide my construction lines, turn my center lines back on, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my dimension lines back on as well. And I'm going to finish dimensioning this part. So I've already got my angular dimensions done. So let's do a linear measurement. Let's go from the center to the top of this feature. Oh, it's 10. We need to go to dimension. Need to do this. My computer's lagging a little bit. There we go. Make that current. All right, I'm going to dimension from here to here. Oh, get it right. From this point to this point. We have 10 millimeters. And I'm going to dimension across. We should have 5. All right, and then I'm going to get my diameters. So I'm going to diameter that part. I'm going to dimension this part. Going to dimension this part. Dimension this one. And I'm going to dimension this one also, but I'm not going to dimension the other, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click here. I'm going to get into my text manager. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in 2 times a diameter. So we'll go to symbol, put the diameter symbol in, 8. So 2 of these holes at 8 millimeters. So we got one here and we have one here. And that is how I would draw the flange.